All right, let's do this quick look at the new Tusk Traverse soft bags. I really like the design. I really like the scale. The size they made these things is just about perfect. You know, they puff out quite a bit. There's quite a bit of space once you load that thing up, right? So plenty of room for a nice weekender. They give you all the D-rings so you can mount something else on top, whether the stuff they sell or something you already have. And they rig up very similarly to the Wolfman stuff. And we got a ton of that we put through the test and we love, right? These rig up very much the same way. So you've got your little hook here that you kind of cinch down to keep tension this way. And then, of course, your legs, you want those tight up against the bike, so they give you the straps for that. You know, we run the Moskimoto stuff as well. We've done a good job of abusing these. And what we found on these is, you know, like this Molly patch ripped completely off. This one's coming loose. You know, not thrilled with that. So we're seeing the same kind of stitching here on this. We know that you're going to rub up against a canyon. You're going to rub up against a tree. You're going to slide down a hill. At least we do when we ride. And that stuff's going to come loose. So for $90, not a problem. I'm good with that. Their price point is dead on. I think that's great. You know, I can deal with some of those things. So the stitching, the way this leg strap is stitched to the back of, there's a hard panel on the back side of the bag there up against the bike. And it's going to be stitched just like they all do it with that little box with a X. And that's the way it's done on this strap. And that's gonna pull. That's gonna come loose at some point. So the thing I wish they would do is put, you know, give me a little loop right there, a hoop, so I can just add my own strap to keep that bag tight up against the leg when these do either take some kind of a rub, abuse, and break, or on the other side, like we've had, the exhaust will melt that stuff. So that's gonna happen. So just keep that in mind. Again, they mount up very similar to the Wolfman stuff, so that's great. Real nice and cinched up. I always have my Moskimoto heat deflectors on there, so I know Tusk sells them as well. So on this side, you know, you're going to come into heat. You have to really think about how you're going to run that. You don't want the strap pulled way up, right? It's going to jack this whole system out of whack, and it's going to drive you nuts. You got to keep it out of the way of your boot, and you got to keep it out of the way of the exhaust. So it's like this fine line between the two, right? Your leg is going to lean up against here when you're squeezing the bike. It's going to force it up against that stuff. These are going to take abuse. That's why I'd like to see an alternate way to be able to just add a strap. This little loop here would work, I guess, for a temporary thing. But give me something a little beefier there. That's the only other thing I'd ask for. Again, scale is right. These are semi-padded. There's definitely some material in between the outer and the inner layer, so that's kind of nice. Plenty of room to throw your tools, your water, a hoodie, anything to keep you warm or hold the stuff so you can cool down. And you know, aside from that, I think they've nailed it. Great bag for the price. We'll get some abuse on these things and get a little video off to you on once we've done that and give it a little more wear and tear kind of a review.